Bismillah, salatu salam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. This is the video for the poor, part 2, inshallah. And I keep saying I'm going to get to the rich, right? And I'm going to get to the rich, but this is part 2 for the poor, all right? The message for the poor people, man. Alhamdulillah. I want to say what I'm disappointed about when it comes to the poor people. You understand? Especially the Muslims. You know, my videos are really, they're addressed mostly for the Muslims. There's some videos I make for non-Muslims. For the most part, I'm talking to Muslims, right? And alhamdulillah, this is what I want to talk to you guys about really quick, and what I want to say and what I want to address. My disappointment in us comes for the fact that our situation is actually more based on the fact of our own faults. It's based on our own mentality. It's based on the own restrictions we have in our own hearts, and we're not allowing our breasts to grow. You understand? And what we do way too much is we blame the people with the wealth for our problems. All I ever hear people is saying, Saudi Arabia has all this money, as if what they have is the reason what you don't have. You know? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, yes, I'm going to address the rich, because really, to be honest with you guys, this is what really disappoints me, is that poor people, for some reason, keep thinking that some rich person's coming to save them. When in fact, rich people don't care about you guys. They don't care about us. They could care less about us, right? These people are lost, and they're not the people that have direction. They're not the leaders. They're not the ones who are going to guide us. They're not the ones who are going to save us. We have to register that and come to terms that we have to do what? Depend on Allah. We have to depend on Allah and Allah alone. You understand? Allah is the only one that's going to pull us out of our situation. But we keep hoping, wondering, waiting, as if someone's going to care about us out of the blue. It's not going to happen. But our fault and our problem is really our own situation that we're creating. And I'm going to let you hear some really good advice from one of my mentors, probably one of the most genius people I know. But the thing is this, before I get to that, right, I just want to say to us, right, really quick, that we have to snap out of this miserly mentality. We're afraid to even let someone else become rich from amongst us. Our biggest fear is that we're actually going to help somebody one day make it, and then they won't return the favor. Who cares if they don't return the favor? At least you could say in your lifetime that you helped something bigger take place. And if that person wants to be someone who's going to become misguided and rotten once they receive the wealth, then that's between them and Allah. But we're just so afraid to rise. That's my problem. We're so afraid to fail, and we're so afraid to rise. That's our fault. That's not any rich man's fault in the world. Nobody made us act like that. But really quick, I'm going to let you talk to a genius, and he's going to basically just give the poor people some advice. My friend Kenan, how do the poor people get out of it, man? What should they do, man? What's your advice for them on a practical level, man?
Well, stop with the poor mentality first. The mentality, it comes, everything is it's the mindset. If you're positive, everything will be just fine. And believe in Allah, of course. That's the main thing. And never lose persistence, and never lose. Like you said, you put it really, like it's not, other people's fault or anything like that. That rich people's fault that you're poor, because, hey, if you don't believe in yourself, who else is gonna believe you? First, you have to believe in yourself. First, you have to believe in Allah, and then you have to believe in yourself. Once you believe in yourself, everything will come, and you believe in Allah, everything will come very easily to you. To anybody who wants, actually. If you truly want, it's in our religion, it's the most important thing, the intention, right? Is your intention is truly, really want to. Some people, they just say it, but they don't want to get rich, because becoming rich comes with a lot of responsibilities, It's not just like a lot of people who are rich, and not just think like, oh, they're rich and they just do all these crazy things. No, there are a lot of people who are actually philanthropists, and they help people, and they help communities and people who are in bad shape in Africa and wherever in the world, And yeah, it's basically, and if you want to be there, because when you have all the money, let's say you have all the money now, you have everything you wanted, you're going to run out of ideas, and the best thing to do is help the people around you, and that's, even the wealthiest people, you might see from outside that, oh, they're just, in their hotels and all day and stuff like that. But that's to some point, you know. So yeah, believe in yourself, and it's not, you know, it's not too far away, and but it's not going to happen right away. It's going to take 5 years, 10 years, because anything that comes really fast goes really fast. So if you want to acquire something, you have to, no pain, no gain. So you have to give something, you have to slowly acquire it, and once you slowly acquire it, you're going to learn how to not lose it. Because if you all of a sudden got $10 million from a lottery, I know for a fact that Allah is going to take away from you, because you don't know how to deal with that. You have no notion of it, because you didn't do anything you didn't go through the hardships to acquire it, and it's not yours really. So what is not yours is going to be taken away. What goes up really fast goes down really fast. So that's what I think. So yeah, I mean, if people have ambitions like that, everybody has to have these ambitions, but if you have ambitions like that, I would say definitely, you know, believe in yourself, and anybody can make it, you know. And those people who are like super rich or whatever, they're not like super geniuses. And most of the super genius people or whatever, if you think super smart people, they don't actually, they don't become rich, because they are worried about not money, they're worried about other things. And yeah, that's my take. But if you want to follow that road to acquiring wealth, it's a very slow process, and it's, you know, start very small, but it gets gradually bigger. And the more you understand, the more you put in your brain. And the second is, you know, you have to, you know, believe in yourself that you actually do deserve it. Because if you don't believe that you deserve it, if you just settle for smaller things and no, I just don't want the whole everything, I just no, my family doesn't deserve to go to the grocery store and stuff like that. You're not going to. And it's basically, you know, and you know, God will help you and the whole way. And now I'm not there, not nowhere, but you know, I've changed my mentality, and I'm in a better place. So hopefully everybody else who's listening to this will do the same thing. And it starts today. It doesn't start tomorrow. You have to start today, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to slowly but surely change your poor mentality from I don't have, not couldn't do it, can't do it, to I have, I did it, I'm going to do it, I am doing it. Peace.
I mean, I told you, you know, a wise person, and that was something I was listening to very closely for myself. And so we're going to create a series, inshallah, you know, to continually do what we can to try to change the situation of the people that want something better, for the people that are striving, the people that are trying to make it, inshallah. And, you know, at the end of the day, this is what we have to understand. Like he said, you know, you should think you deserve more than what you have. You think you should be, you know, worth more than what you are. And we have to stop thinking lowly of ourselves and thinking so much highly of other people, right? You dropped that. So the thing is you know, it's a mental thing that we're suffering from. And that's what disappoints me, right? Because as Muslims, we should be the ones who are ready to embrace the mercy of Allah more than anyone. You understand? We should realize that the mercy of Allah can descend on all of us simultaneously. It doesn't have to be a scarcity mentality, thinking, I'm so used to only one guy having everything. I can't imagine, you know, something coming to all of us, so we have to cut each other's throats. You know, that's what people get the wrong idea about. Why not work together? Why not come and say, you know, enough is enough. We need to find a solution. We're not going to sit around and wait for some leader in some masjid to finally stand up and guide us. Okay, it's not going to happen. Because the people that made it don't care about us. You understand? They really don't. They're happy to give a piece of bread. Okay. Thank you, my brother.
I gotta work.
Yeah, inshallah, I know. Assalamu alaikum. So the thing is like, you know, the people in this world don't care about each other, to be honest, right? This is really the only disease that really exists that's deflecting proper rights from happening across the board. You understand? But we have to swallow our pride. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam borrowed money from a Jewish person, from a Jew, okay? He had a need. He went and he sought his need. He went and he asked for his need, right? From even a Jew. You understand? What do you think he was teaching us? That there's no shame in seeking your needs in this world. If you have a need, go seek it. There's no reason to sit in a suffering position when there are people out there that would actually support your ambition. You understand? But we have to have a plan, right? I went to a very wealthy person and I told them, looking to start a business, right? What do you think? Is there anything you can give me a business loan on? You know what they said? They said something very interesting to a poor person like me that really blew my mind. They said, we only give out loans to people who have business plans. Wow, really? Isn't that just like an astronomical idea? We have to plan, guys. We have to sit down and come up with some idea and some path to show people as to how do we want to get from point A to point B, so they can believe in our vision. They can believe in our dream. Allah will bring the people to you. You understand? Here I am. I'm in my own office now, right? See, you know, everything looks very nice and professional and beautiful in here, right? It's great. You know, it's a very nice place. But how did I get my foot into this door? It wasn't because I just wished for it. It's not just because I hoped that somebody would help me. It's because I believed in what I'm doing. I believe in what I'm doing, right? Only Allah knows. This company might not be here tomorrow. I don't know. But at the end of the day, right, everything I have is based on a true belief that Allah will actually help me because I believe in what I'm doing, guys. You understand? And I want every poor person to have that same understanding, because if we have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then the world will come to help our mission, right? I got this startup capital from one investor, really, right? An Indonesian woman, subhanallah, because she could just see, you know, she was a client that I had, and she was somebody that just can see, like, this guy has a direction that he believes in. You understand? And that's how the world really is. The world will come and help our mission, right? If we put that faith in Allah that Allah deserves to have. You get it? Allah will bring the people to us. I promise you that. But as the people invest, as the people give you the loans, don't ever forget, we have to return the favor, guys. We have to return the loans. We have to make sure the investors are all paid. You understand? Because then, if you don't, then you've destroyed the hearts of the people that do care, which are scarce. They're not many. So we have to preserve them like the jewels that they are, because we need these kind of people to then continue, right, feeding sadaqah and feeding, you know, help for the small people like us. All right? Let's not ever turn our backs like most people do when they get money. You understand? Instead, let's keep investing into this life for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I'll finish with a hadith that just came to me. One time Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he had a shoulder of lamb to give to his wife Aisha, and he told her, distribute some and then leave some for us. Alhamdulillah. When he gets home, he says, how much did you have for us? And she said, all that's left for us is this small little piece of the shoulder, and the rest I've distributed it. And he said, no. He said, the part that's left for us is the part that you distributed. Well, the part you saved is going to be gone from us soon enough. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be disposed of. And so we have to have that understanding, that mentality, that it's not what you consume, it's what you've given that's going to stay in your permanent capital account. You understand? With the akhirah. Because that's all we're here really to build, our graves. And if you're not here to do that, then you're thinking again, you know, small. You're thinking very short-sightedly. And we have to break out of that way of thinking, guys. Inshallah, by the will of Allah, I want us to increase our iman and know that Allah can support anything that we wish to achieve. And we're going to fight tooth and nail with all that we have to achieve that, because we're Muslims and we are deserving to have the best of this life and the best of the hereafter. May Allah guide us, may Allah forgive us, and may Allah put it in our hearts as poor people to be the first to help each other and not turn our backs on each other. All right? At least have a dua for someone that you can't help. At least have a desire for your brother what you want for yourself, at the very least. Okay, guys? But at the end of the day, let's start working together and let us now culminate a better life for ourselves. And then perhaps we'll teach the rich people how to actually practice the religion. It's possible, right? May Allah guide us, may Allah forgive us, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.